Good morning, day 91. Gonna have a cheese and berries Danish. Another stunning sunrise in NorCal. Alright, so day 91. Christine and Insel are actually coming up right behind me, so they didn't make it as far last night, but they were probably super tired. Yeah, so I'm coming up here soon on Lassen National Park. I think it's like a volcanic park or something. And what's tricky is that to go in and out of that park, you have to have a bear can. The stretch itself is only 19.3 miles. That's super easy. All of us will do that in a day. What's tough is that, essentially, like, I would have to do 2 short days, like 2 days of, I don't know, maybe around 16 or 17 miles today and tomorrow, so that I could get to the boundary line, so that I could for sure go through. Or I have to like push bigger days, so like essentially today my plan is to do 27.7 again, which is what I did yesterday, which was quite hard. And then the next day I would be doing like over 26 miles, be a little shorter, so that I could do the park all in one day, and then some, because I'll still be several miles away from the park. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And then the next day I'll get to Old Station, which I'm stoked for, just to like literally just to have like a burger or something. I'll just get myself a treat. And then the day after that, I'm also having a hard time debating on whether or not I want to go. Like, essentially, I could push into Bernie that following day after Old Station. It'd be another, like, 26-miler day. But I can't decide if, like, that's the right call. Initially, I was only going to go, like, 20 and then have, like, you know, a short narrow into town, and then still stay at the church there. But now I'm considering, like, maybe I push the full 26 and then get in that night. But then I feel like I'm gonna feel like, I'm just having a hard time figuring out if it's like, shall I take a 0 there? Like, if I get in that night, I'll have to be there for several hours the next day to do all my chores anyways. So then do I just like take a 0, take a day off? Or do I just like do all my town chores? Probably won't feel as well rested, but then head out that day. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, a million things can happen between now and Bernie that'll change my mind, or I'll push more miles or go fewer. But yeah, day 91. Okay, it's wild, but here we are. PCT, midway point, Mexico, 1,325 miles. Over here we got Canada, 1,325 miles. Ah! Well, we're doing lunch on a slope today, because I needed some shade. So when I first got here, I was sitting by this tree, but now I'm already in the sun. I really haven't started to eat, but I did filter water. So yeah, I might eat quick, pack this up, and then just move to a different shade spot, because I'm pretty well in the sun now. So yeah, lunch today, I'm gonna have my other apple that I got from the Trail Angel yesterday. I'm gonna have a chicken pack with a tortilla and some chips, and that should do it. There are some live trees here, which is amazing because it's giving me a lot more shade, which, yeah, is appreciated because it's super hot today. Also, so I decided, I switched up my plans a little. I was looking at other options besides Bernie, and there's this place called Bernie Guest Ranch or something like that, which seems like honestly, it seems like amazing. Like everyone who has commented on it is like, come here even if it's just for an afternoon, or like you don't have to stay here. It's amazing, like really good food, as well as just like a nice place to relax. Yeah, I would, they have this deal that's for PCTers, which, sorry, my hip belt is just rubbing raw. There we go. That's $25 to camp there, do shower and laundry. And then they also have an all-you-can-eat buffet for breakfast and for dinner. And then they also have like some general store kind of stuff, so I can do a pretty easy resupply there. And usually I would not pay any money to camp because I camp out here for free every night. But I was like, I don't know, the options in Bernie is like pretty much everyone stays at this big church and they like all sleep in the gym or something, which is super cool. Like I love that because I definitely would get to see a bunch of people. But then, you know, you're probably all kind of also like, you know, I'm sure that the shower is kind of gross. Like in my experience with a lot of the public showers on trail is that like, unfortunately, hikers, I don't think leave them better than they find them. So that's like can be kind of gross. And then also, like there's only one trail angel that takes you to town and he charges $10 flat rate. So the road to hitch on, it's like almost impossible to get a hitch. That's what comments have said. It's like really hard to get a hitch, but if someone is passing by, like they have to go through Bernie, so the odds of you getting a ride there are good. It's just you may be waiting for hours. And so with how hot it is, like if I get there at, I mean whatever, if I get there at 2 p.m. or even 10 a.m., like you don't want to, like that wastes part of your town day to like wait for a hitch. Also there is a bridge here and it burned in the Dixie fire. This is a little meadow area, so they have put like a foot log, or a footbridge I think. So I'm gonna get off the phone real fast. Anyways though, so yeah, essentially I would have to like spend $10 to like get a hitch into town, probably spend $10 to get a hitch out of town, although there's a shuttle that runs twice a day to the trailhead to and from Bernie, and it's at 8 in the morning or 7 at night. So it's just tough. Like if I get in at night, then I would feel either like I only have the 24 hours, need to leave by 7 the next day, or I'd feel forced to take a 0 if I'm only using the shuttle, or else I'd have to pay for the TA. And then on top of that, you have to go to the laundromat and pay for laundry, which has consistently been between $7 to $10. So, and then I've also heard the resupply there is like somewhat expensive, which fair, I get it. So, yeah, I was just realizing, I was like, the benefit of going to this like resort campground is that the laundry machine is literally probably 50 feet away from me. Like I don't have to walk across town or try to hitch across town like I did in South Lake Tahoe or Quincy. Yeah, I just can like set up my tent and then like, yeah, the shower and laundry, everything is just right there. So that's just really convenient. Also, it's literally only a quarter mile off of trail. And so I think that to get into the ranch, it will be like a 25 or 26 mile day. So I would be getting in like pretty much ready for bedtime. And then, yeah, I think, or not ready for bedtime, but like ready for dinner and stuff. And then, yeah, I just think like leaving the next day, I won't feel like any rush because it's not like a hotel where you have a checkout time. It's just like I could leave whenever I want to. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, and that feels like a really great option. It means I won't zero like there, but it means I've decided I will zero in Mount Shasta. So yeah, really looking forward to that. It's like nothing up here with all the trees gone. So I came to the highway thinking, like most highways, there's a bit of shade. And I thought like, okay, I'll push on the 3 more miles to the highway because there should be shade. And yeah, it's actually like the devastation of the trees is worse up here than what it was in the past few miles. So anyways though, I do see some live trees, so I might just have to go sit by a tree for a while. was gonna plan on taking a bit of a break. Yeah, I've got another blister on my right foot now. I'm gonna need to wrap. Okay, I'm gonna go find some shade. Well, I'm super lucky. On the other side of the road, there's 2 picnic benches, one that has water caches under it. It's hot, but it's breezy here, so I think I will hang out here for a little bit and relax. All right, after taking a break for an hour and like 20 minutes, which was amazing, I am hitting the trail again. I gotta meet, well, first of all, I saw Trevor again. I haven't seen Trevor in a while, so that was nice. And then also I gotta meet a new woman whose name right now I'm forgetting. I reckon I'll come upon her in the next couple of days again, but she's been doing 30-mile days, so maybe not. Anyways though, she sews her own outdoors gear, like that's what she does for a living, and so she sewed her backpack that she's using, and she lives in Durango. She's so cool. She said she usually goes like really slow, and she'll get into camp at like 8 or so. She doesn't like getting there too early, because for her she's like, what do you do when you get there at 6 or 5 or 4? Like just lay around? So she kind of like goes slow and steady throughout the day. That's the language she used, which is really cool. Yeah, otherwise the next 5 miles I guess are supposed to still be burn area, and then after that it's supposed to get a little more shady and live trees. It's just been quite a hot day, and so I was really glad that I waited there for an hour and a half-ish almost. Right now it's like going on 4:30 or so. So I don't even know if I'll get all the miles in that I was planning, because that will put me at camp pretty late. But I'm definitely gonna go the 5 more miles, because I gotta get out of the burn area so I don't have to camp by Widowmakers, now that I know what those are. Oh, thank heavens for live trees. This shade is amazing. Also, Siesta just ran past me like half an hour ago maybe, going Sobo. And Siesta's a part of that bigger group called the Mingays. That's the group that I really like. There's 6 of them. And they're all about my age. He said that they stayed in Chester, but they flipped up like 10 miles and then are coming back this way today. I'm guessing the rest of the group already did it, because he was the only one I saw and he was trail running. Unfortunately, he lost his Garmin while he was trail running, so I've been looking for it, but it's black, not the red one, and there's so much like burnt like tree pieces that are very black on the ground as well, so it's kind of, yeah, it will just be tough. Anyways, it's too bad that he lost that, and maybe I'll find it, but who knows. But I'm really excited because I'll probably be like a few miles behind where they will start tomorrow, and so I should throughout the day tomorrow be able to see them maybe at least once or twice. Yeah, that'll be really cool. And then I also asked them like if they had heard about the guest ranch, and they said that they just heard about it today and heard it was really good, but they have to go into Bernie for a package. So I was like, oh darn it, because that would have been cool to stay there with them. But I'm gonna check with Ankles and 007 and try to push the guest ranch on them. They may still be there like a day before I am, because they're still at this point a day ahead of me, but it would be really cool to just get to stay there with someone that I knew. But even if I'm there by myself, like, there'll be other PCTers for sure, and that just means I'm just gonna continue to meet new people and make new friends, and that's all good.